Damn, what I do with that with those headphones? Cause no lie, that shit had a mic on it. It had a mic on it. Shit had a mic on it. You feel me? Shit had a mic on it. Got in here. Damn. Damn. You got in here. I threw the mugs down. Matter of fact. Where's the sacket? Where's the sacket? Matter of fact, I'm catching old telly vibes, old depressed vibes. Because guess what? I gotta hit the medication, man. I'm talking to y'all, and I'm talking through the bullshit. I'm gonna roll me up something quick. Let me get this discussion started, man. It's like something came over me when I was at work. Charger to my phone. Something came over me over work. I'm trying to find my headphones so I could charge them up so I can have a certain type of mic close to me. But might be a little skin, but it's gonna be alright. Something. I want to say, man, first, yesterday I was getting distracted by, I don't know who that woman was. It could have been a bot. It could have been somebody trying to traffic me, set me up. I don't know. You know how that shit goes. Okay? Oh, here's another one. I got lucky again, another J. But when I be working, it's like I miss FedEx. Like when I was at FedEx, they used to, if you talk, they used to move you, they used to bust on you. Like that's any job. You talk, they move you. They want you to be working. But I ain't gonna hold you. The way shit going, I've been at Walmart, and I'm about to get candid. Like, I don't, people who's in the outside life, they ain't here, so I'm about to just get candid. I started Walmart late April, like literally the last week of April. It's been from August, May, July, well, I counted that, well, May, June, July, excuse me, I'm not done. May, June, July, August. Technically, it's been 4 months. Well, technically it's been 5 months. 5 going on 6. 5 going on 6. Technically, but realistically, since we traded positions and we just not getting on, I'm really I'm really 4 going on 5 instead of 5 going on 6. It's really 4 going on 5. We have been throwing off exponentially. We have been throwing off exponentially. I'm about to find this shit. I'm about to plug it up because what did I do? One of the coaches he did not like doing night shift, but he needed to get that mod done. It was temp to hire. We already got the job. Alright? I'm not gonna put too much grab because I don't want to be dizzy in my stomach. So we got the job, you feel me? Alright, bet. We coming in. We showed up. Got the job. Now, we approaching. Well, before even that, before I even dive deep into that, bots. But before that, when we started the job, I'm sitting here thinking, shit. At first, I wanted to be day. I wanted to work during the day. But fuck that. Fuck work during the day. I work during the night. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Working during the night, it's a race against time. But the coach that I was with, when we was changing our positions, if I knew that coach was working first shift, I would have took first shift. I would have worked the first shift. But I took night shift because I'm thinking, shit, you must be on night shift. But if I would have took day, I can't lie. I'm glad that I work night because one of two things. One or two things, bro. Night shift goes by fast. My body now, and I'm gonna tell you this. I feel it today. I feel it. My body is now, literally right fucking now, just started getting used to it. As we speaking, as I roll this up, my body, I am not tired off and get off from work. Alright? But that's a good and bad thing. I'm not tired right now because I'm about to smoke. But give it to a couple hours. By like 9 or 10, I'm sleep. I'm sleeping by the morning. Really, if I could wake up, I'm waking up at 4, but I'm trying to wake up around 5, 6. I'm really trying to get my sleep in. You feel me? But it's just some things that really be bothering me, like sinuses. Like I get itchy ears when I sleep, so I'm not getting no good sleep for real. I'm not getting no good sleep for real. So I want some good sleep because I know shit. If I got some good sleep, alright, I can seize the day. It's my first time working night besides when I worked FedEx. FedEx was my nigga. There was some people who had to work 8 hours. They had to be in those trailers for 8 hours. I didn't. I worked day, I worked 12, I worked nighttime. I worked all those shifts because one, shit, those managers, they needed people to work those jobs. Feel me? They need a good people. Same thing at this job. They got good people, but they don't know how to take care of them. They don't know how to. You feel me? These are your people. These are your bread and your butter. Bro, you want me to be a coach? I ain't gonna lie. I'm doing my. If I was a coach at Walmart, which is a manager, I ain't gonna lie. I know my energy and presence alone will make motherfuckers come back up in here. We got 11 pallets, but alright, bet. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4. So every 2 hours or every hour and a half, I will go down my aisles. Be like, damn, he got 11 pallets. But this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to roll up my sleeves, pop my collar, and I'm about to get to work. Excuse me. This shit didn't lock good. I got crumbs falling out. I can't wait to lock this in. Cause I've been rolling this, talking to y'all for a minute. Separate. If he does that, then you just gonna lose my keys. Then I ain't gonna lie. Today, from what he did, from I forgot I was live. I was about to grab my phone and watch some anime. See that? That's the only time you're gonna see my face in this shit, because I have no lamp in this shit. I need to buy one, but I never do, because I'm lazy as fuck. But, man, it was one of those days, actually. One of those days where I ain't gonna sit here in front. How I'm giving it up. I'm not giving it up righteously. I need to make a change. The last time I ever made a change to my personality, I wasn't the one that said, all right, I'm gonna change. Other circumstances forced me to change my personality. It forced me to really, I had to grow up. Like I had to grow up. People told me to grow up, mature and stuff like that. But the thing is, I know when I become a mentor or a figure that people come, like some kids or somebody come to, I know I'm gonna have some of the best wisdom to tell the younger generation. You can't expect maturity from someone who's never been put in that position before. You can't expect maturity. You can't expect if you've been treating a boy like a boy for his whole life, by the time, you feel me, it's time for him to do something serious, the way that he's been treated or governed, it will really show where, well, y'all didn't give him the space to get mature. Y'all baby that man. Y'all didn't give him accountability. Y'all didn't give him discipline. Y'all didn't teach him nothing. Y'all didn't sit down and mentor him while his mind was still like a kid. All y'all did was give him a cold shoulder and tell him to go on somewhere. How the fuck he supposed to learn what maturity is when he getting shrugged off? Or if he do learn maturity, as soon as he started implementing, now he gotta do fucking shadow work, because whoever that person was around was shrugging like, don't worry about it. So how can a boy mature when he's getting pushed out? How can a person be when they're not taught? But when they start to get taught, each one teach one. You gotta be teachable. How can you see? That's the thing. Being out in this world, what I learned from the village that life gave me. My father said, bruh, you just a nut. You were just a one night stand. Simple. My dad, and this is me really giving him sympathy and looking at his heart. He kept the A100. I was a nut. He didn't want me. He didn't want nothing to do with my mama. Even if my mama played again, he was gonna play. He was gonna run. He was gonna do certain things. My father never was there to teach me how to be a man. If he was, I would have grew up to be the man that he was. Now, I can't lie. The sins of my father plagues me, but the sins of myself do not plague my son. My sins won't plague my son, because guess what? I take up for my sins. The sins of the father, damn. Well, my father's sins I have to take up for, and my son is not taking up for the sins of his grandfather and the sins of his father. Fuck no. I heal bloodlines. I heal my own on top of that. So I would have grew up to be something I still would have turned out. I still would have been flawed in a way. I still would have been flawed, not even in a way. If my dad was to raise me, I'd be more mediocre than I already am. I'd be more weird than I already am. I'd be more awkward. I probably have friends, but I probably still get in a little bit of mischief. Shit won't never change. Shit wouldn't change. Shit would be different, but certain things wouldn't change. Certain things would, because I know my dad would not be with my mom. They would co-parent, and there'd be days where my dad would say, if he was there, if he was present in my life, it'd be days where, it's some days where he don't want me to come over. Like, bruh, this man wants to chill out in his spot, and I'm acting the fool. I'm wet behind the ears. I'm trying to learn. My dad is like, nah. You gonna chill out. You feel me? My father could probably teach, but he can't teach shit, cause, you feel me? But I can't really put that on him, because truly, me messing with some girls, saying I'm gonna give them this and that, I see that's my dad talking. Me out here tooth and nail, making ends meet, that's my mom. I don't know that man from a can of paint, but I was on the topic of maturity. I wouldn't be able to mature. It took me learning from brothers, learning from different men, learning from the outside world, having to face my karma, cleanse it, probably go through it a couple more times. Then when I fully got out the whole of it, damn, I finally get to do this. I know what I'm doing. I feel good. I make this shit look easy. Versus when I don't know what I'm doing, I'm in the unknown. I don't mind being hands-on, but let me know what I'm doing, because if I do something, I ain't trying to hear, well, you should have done this, well, you could have done. I didn't know what to do. I'm all gas, no brakes with it. When there's nobody around, I'm pussyfooting. I'm pussy. Ooh, I'm pussyfooting. I'm over analyzing shit. But I say, in a way, this is me really saying, in a way, I'm scared to be the man that I need to be, because the man that I was, while I was growing, I seen, I don't like that look, or I don't like that response, or I'm grown to embrace my ugliness and my scariness, my hamster, both sides of that Venus shit, Venus Saturn. But I see, damn, I gotta take a shit, y'all. I gotta take a shit. I'm into it. I see I didn't like certain responses. I didn't like certain, just because I was growing to this, I like certain things that I was getting while I was growing to the man that I had to be. Then I retracted. Then I started going back. And then once I retracted and went back to my old form, I don't like that response either. I don't like, it's a lot that I don't like. And I'm like, so what dude do I want to be? Well, I do miss when I had the muscles, because, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Before a nigga rose their voice at me, literally, it didn't matter if it was another. I seen, like, men, like, pause when I say this. Once I really started walking up in places, I started talking, smiling, really started working hard, really started locking in when I had everything, when I was at FedEx, all this, started listening, man. The ladies came naturally. The ladies wanted to know who I was. The ladies saw that I got a lot of fellas. When the ladies see you can get the men around you, that's when you know, okay, it's not hard to get female attention. That's why I really say, before, if you a dude and you do not have luck with girls, work on being a guy's guy, a team player. Work on being an all-star. You might got some niggas that ain't gonna fuck with you, but like I said, go pick up some weights, go to the gym, fucking lock in, work on your own time. Like, this is me, this is my info too, because I'm tired of a certain type of energy you take around and it's fucking you up. Man, I'm slowly but surely, every lunch break, I'm slowly curling the 30 pounders. I'm about to start doing my push-ups. This right here, I'm about to slow up on it. But smoking and dealing with a job, you're gonna need it, especially working night shift. Especially working, you're gonna need the smoke. You're gonna need to really calm your nerves after getting off. You might need to hit the bottle after getting off. And just, man, I wanted to go to the parking deck and hit this bitch and just look. But I said, fuck it. I needed to get on live because the energy that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to really get on my pivot again. And this time, instead of it being a bull, I need it to be a steed. It's the year of the horse. Next year it's the year of the goat. I need this horse to take me up to the mountain, and then I'm about to be a shepherd. It's the year of the goat, and I'm about to hit my Saturn return next year. So my Saturn return, man. You know how we be rolling on this. And also, Timu don't looked out with the amulets, with the necklaces. I wonder, and I'm trying to get the ring size because I want to get rings. I'm about to get back on my spiritual shit, y'all. I'm about to, instead of, you see how I talk about it here and there, I'm not gonna be, oh, you gotta go within, you gotta meditate, you gotta cleanse your third eye, you gotta envision. No, if you really want my spiritual consultation, first thing first, we working on the physical before we go into the spiritual. Then we're gonna work on the spiritual. We're gonna take a commercial break. I got this shit. Not in my house. Alright, I had to take a shit. I had to take a shit. I had to take a shit. It's not y'all. But I didn't forget what I said. I would do spiritual consultations. I would. Ooh, that's a good clip. Because before you fix your life spiritually, you gotta fix it physically. Some people could. We all built different. Some of us got different ways that we got to do it. We can't do it the way that everybody else do it. I told y'all before, I ain't putting, they taking out people, you feel me? They flagging accounts. Yeah, they promoting it on the algorithm, but they flagging accounts. RP Hayden Panettiere. Now, say the cheerleader saved the world, and she Hayden was like, I'm not gonna lie. Remember the Titans, Bring It On, Disney Channel. It's certain things that I just found out that she voice acted, that like the Ants movie or the Bugs movie with the ants. Oh, that was pretty good. Then remember the Titans when she was young, and excuse me, this hit different. Like, I say personally, I've been heard about it. Like, I knew her, which we all did. We grew up with her, and she put in work. Like, she put in work where we all, like, all of us know her. All of us watched her, from Heroes to TV shows to movies to voice acting. From she made sure she put in work. She made sure she was clocking in every day. She was making sure that she was feeding the streets. She was making sure she was giving us bangers. And even other than that, the work that we didn't get to see her hidden, like, she was, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, she was still a girl, but bruh, like, she, I ain't gonna lie, that's one girl where she could let you feel me, she could actually get away with a lot. Like, she cheat on you, fucking undercover, man. So that's hating Pendula. Like, she make you feel, it's certain girls that make you feel good. Like, you said you don't care, she going over, you tell her, he start geeking, say, hey, calm down. If I beat you, you feel me? I'm talking in code, I'm talking broken up, because really, first, I miss being upstairs. Second of all, I ain't trying to get overly hyped. But RP Hayden Panettiere, she was, bruh. The feeling when we lost Juice and Kobe, you felt it in the air. With her, you feel this one, you feel it. This one, you feel it in the air. To the point what she did when she crossed over, she had a vibe about her. Every time you watched the movie, seeing her, you caught a vibe. Like, her vibe was just, she kept a certain energy about her. I feel like when she transitioned, not feel, well, actually feel, I feel it. She took that vibe and said, well, if I'm not gonna be here and everybody about to go through bullshit, she just sent out that energy where she made it feel nostalgia again. She made it feel like back in the day. And girl, I ain't gonna lie, I wish you never did that. I wish you took it with you, cause not gonna sit here in front. It's not gonna be the same without like I never knew her. She stayed in South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. She could have traveled through Greensboro, traveled through High Point, made a pit stop, like getting gas or getting some food, or just driving through there to get back to South Carolina. Yo, I did not know that woman, but I knew that woman. Ah, the light that she carried in her eyes. Homeboy, she some demons was around. I don't want to say demons, you feel me, but some negative people was around her that really, when you a real angelic person and you got a light about yourself, you want to have folks to come around you and just monitor you, keep you down. When you got a certain presence about yourself, and she was sent here on a mission. She didn't get to fulfill that mission. They said that she was alone, which is kind of odd, because it's like, girl, you find shit. You feel me? And she had a daughter. You feel me? She had a kid. She had a kid. She didn't get to see her kid, like literally. She didn't get to see her kid grow old. She didn't even get to see her grandbabies. Today is her birthday. She would have turned 37 today. Give it a couple more years, give it like 3, she would have been in her 40s. Her baby would have been 14, you feel me? Then 40s to 50, she would have been a good grandma. Like her kid would have went off to college. Hell, and I'm gonna just say this. I know now we in the bad timeline where what movie? It's a movie that I watched where, or a TV show where, when you go through certain timelines, you see a version of yourself that could have been, or you go to a different timeline, be like, oh yeah, in this timeline, this happened, or these people don't exist, or these people passed away, or this happened. I feel like with her passing, with everything going on, we are in a bad timeline. She was in a TV show called Heroes and she passed during eclipse season. Save the cheerleader, save the world. But when in Heroes, when they went in time to the future and Claire died and Skylar was the one who killed her, and you feel me? I really want to rewatch Heroes, but I can't rewatch it because it's like, damn, yo, like I'm about to be crying. Like every scene where she walk up in the fire or it's like I want to rewatch Heroes, and even in the second series, Heroes 2, she died in that one. Her character passed away in that one. So I think that was really the foreshadowing of we as beings, we I feel like shit went wrong in 2016. Actually, if we rewind it, if we want to be frank, 2014. The world was already bad, but I feel like we was deviated from a path. Like we was deviated from. It's like so many paths. I feel like in one path we would have destroyed ourselves. In the second one, we would have destroyed ourselves. But we would have rebuilt, but the civilization and life would have went totally somewhere far, us as people and the elites would have joined one mind, and we would have moved civilization. We would have really became one, which I don't see why we can't do that shit. But in their own way, they're trying to become one. And one that's why the CERN particle accelerator. I had this conversation with my homie. I feel like in the past they had all that technology, and while we be seeing UFOs, those are not UFOs. Those are like, and I ain't trying to be a conspiracy theorist or anything. Like literally, when I say this, some of those are in UFOs. Some of those are literally they from the future. They keep it. It's like a federation. It's like the future galactic federation. That's how I could say it, like on some Star Wars shit. But it's more. They went through the past instead of they in the future too. But to hold on to them having power and stuff like that, make sure that the timeline goes to a perfect place or goes to where it needs to go. I feel like there's time police. It's not aliens, it's just time police. Aliens do exist, but not the way we think they do. Time police. Mythical creatures exist, and I feel like they're going to come out, but I'm just thinking before I jump into that. Like I said, just time police. I feel like they just time police. Like that's just my head canon. Like I'm not pulling this from nowhere. That's just what I think. Like I've been told that you could go through time, like, or maybe the UFOs we seeing, they're traveling through time in like spaceships, certain type of like mind ships, certain type of like, instead of physically being able to take their body, they're taking the technology. The technology is being able to get here, like time travel, like sent here. We can't physically send our. I feel like some of us are time travelers. When I think about it, some of us are time travelers. Because I was about to say, I think we physically can't go, but when I think about it, we send in technology. Yeah, we could physically travel back in time. I feel like some people even said, fuck this age. Some time travelers and went back to the age that they started, you feel me? Or some people from the future said, fuck the future. I want to go back to this age. And they time travel. Or, stay with me, you could time travel in the future and you could get sent to a different age. But if you want to come back, you travel through the technology. Because if you get sent physically, it's beam you back. My fault, yeah, that was the Wi-Fi. It was the Wi-Fi. But like I was saying, it might be so, it might be bad in the future where you might not want to stay in the future. You might not want to live in the future. You might not want to be in the future. You might not want to. So they said, shit, you probably want to go back and be a Viking. they teleport you with the Vikings. You probably get there. It's not what you think it is, but say in the future you grew up a futuristic Viking where you're like, fuck it, I'm about to go spend my life fucking Viking chicks and become the greatest Viking in history. I think the Mandela effect is certain things being changed. Like, we just can't really perceive it because we live in the now. The future has yet to happen for us, but it is, the future is like here, like it does exist, but at the same time it does not. Time is a constant thing. Time is very constant. It's a quantum thing that oscillates. It's just a measurement, a tool. But when you really sit down and you plug it in with reality and causality, you start to really think, shit. In the next 5 seconds, I'm about to say duty blah 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 blah. Duty blah 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 blah, whatever. Now that's the future. Now that's the past now. Well, the future would have been in the next 5 seconds. Then the past, you feel me, it already came. Every single second. Like, your body is a clock too, because your cells is this part of the day, these cells die, or your body might eat more, eat less. Is your circadian rhythm. And when you time all that together, I believe that the future is now. The future is here, but we're living in the future. We're living in the past, present, and the future. We could remember the past. We could live in the now, the moment right now, be in the moment. Or we could think about the future, think about our manifestations. So that really has us to think. What happens in our timeline where there is time travel, but while we got so many restrictions in this timeline is because in the future we probably went out of control. Like, bro, technology probably did go nuclear. They probably did let patents go, but now when you think about it, bruh, you crash your fucking nuclear car, you don't blow up half of the city, or two nuclear cars crash. You don't. We basically took technology and we did go somewhere we wanted to go, but we wasn't ready for it, and it fucked us up. Like on the like to the point we probably blew up half of the earth. We probably messed up innocent lives. So somebody probably took their future tech, said, fuck it, I'm going back in time to stop it, like to regulate it. They, somebody in the future, they got in a little futuristic ship. They said, damn, if this is a one way, I know what to do. They already knew if this happened or the world ended, because in the future, I'm gonna tell you, right now, we in our time, in our century, this is the future foundation, which means basically we still living in the 90s when you think about it. Yeah, I know it sounds wild as hell, but our technology, we got mad advanced technology, but every year, slowly but surely, it gets introduced to us. We get better phones or 5G or this or that, or the CIA is dropping documents about the gateway tapes where you can control shit with your mind, or powers do exist. Slowly but surely, the truth is coming out. They should just go ahead and drop the whole fucking truth. So we as a world, we not gonna be mad at whoever's controlling the world if you tell us what the fuck is going on. Because guess what we will want to do? Yeah, our ambition grows, but you're not gonna miss out on no money. This goes to whoever walk. You're not gonna miss out on no money. You depending on whoever it is, they be running their mouth. But the thing is, there's people I see. There's not a lot of woke people around. People want leisure. If you give people leisure, they're not going to fucking have a up riot or pitchforks and riot and no, bro. They're gonna be lazy. You're gonna get what you are trying to get out of these people because guess what? Oh, y'all say y'all government, y'all really evil, y'all. Oh, we don't care. Just keep that money and food going. This shit is good. That's how people think. We like animals. And y'all and then they know this too. We don't give a fuck about the shit that y'all doing. Long as that we can keep having fun. We gonna let y'all do y'all and we gonna do us. Literally. But there's certain things that we gotta really stop turning a blind eye to. We getting desensitized. We are actually in the spiritual warfare. No lie. We are actually in the spiritual warfare. All this shit is true. All this shit is true. Where we go in this world, man, at first I could tell you, now I can't. What I would want to do, shit, bro, I would want to get somewhere and stay somewhere. Get somewhere, really get somewhere. Like I know, like right now, this shit held me down for years and some months. But I want to get somewhere better, where get with a person. Like I said, get me an older shorty. Shit, she got a big ass house. She got hella yard. She ain't renting this house. She paid the mortgage. She paying that shit off. Man, we put that shit in the trust. We start moving like moguls and CEOs. Like we gotta start growing. We gotta start growing like tomatoes. We gotta start growing like food. We gotta start growing like mushrooms, like edible gourmet mushrooms where we gonna be Gucci. We gotta shit microgreens. Man, alright. If anybody around some body of water, we gonna turn that into a rice farm. Fuck you mean? Or what we gonna do is shit, we about to start moving and we gonna start building out farms and shit. We're gonna start building out communities, like a rich community. If we all get together, if a rich community, any community got the imagine if the hood got together and they bought they black. I can't talk. If the hood got back together and they brought their block back, they brought their block back. They bought their block back. They take half of those houses. Said fuck it. I mean, the police still gonna crack down on that shit because it's the hood. But they take half of that shit and they treat that shit like a real operation. And feds come knocking. Feds still gonna do some unjust shit, but they gonna be like, well, they ain't doing nothing illegal. They growing food so they can eat. If each borough could have shit, hood babies, you feel me? That's why we need hood babies. Ain't even hood babies no more. The hoods is not gonna be filled up with hoods no more. Some of them are, but it's some of these babies coming out, they just got bigger energy than their location, their environment. They bigger than they whole shit, and they parents bringing them in is feeble minded, loving this shit, the loving environment. But there ain't no place for those type of babies to grow. Them babies come into this world with creative minds, smart creative minds to know what to do. They know they feeling it already. These babies coming out already know what to do. This place is no place for that baby to grow as a person. So we really start getting warehouses, certain shit. You could feed half a neighborhood. You could feed shit the supermarket. They about to start hoeing, but bruh, dead ass, you could the farmers market, you could start working with farmers, you could start really we as the United States is about to go somewhere funny. We to work a job, even to have even leisure. If you ain't no streamer, if you ain't sacking no crypto, if you ain't no content creator, if you ain't making no money off your music, if you ain't making no music videos, which is content, if you ain't graphic design, if you ain't affiliate marketing, if you ain't doing nothing, if you ain't live streaming, if you ain't doing nothing that's pulling in money right now, in the future, you will have to work in the United States. You will have to abandon your dreams and go get you feel me? Get that mark. I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna say that mark. Get an insignia. I'm not gonna go into debt because, like I said, I ain't trying to. You feel me? You gonna go have to work for these corporations, and you gonna have to do certain ones who can get away with being in the house, running up their streams, because we're gonna go to some weird territory here in these next few years. And by the time I'm a 40-year-old man, I'm 26 right now, but by the time I hit my 40s, that's when we probably see the light at the end of the tunnel with all this bull crap. Like, all right, well, because each year it just gets scarier, and it been scary, man. I remember ninth grade summer. I remember I caught the bad worst anxiety ever. Like, I felt it like, damn, this year is changing. Like, I'm going to the 10th grade already. And I remember thinking, damn, the senior friends that like the people that I met that was seniors while I was a ninth grader, they was lit. Some of them graduated. Some of them, bro, they started living life. They started they like literally. They started living life. Then I felt the change come. Felt the change come. One of my homies, he was still around because of the friend group that I hung around with. Damn, I'm on 10%, y'all, so I'm about to wrap this up soon. But he he was still around. He went to a different school. He stayed on the west, and he went to school in the north. Maybe because his mom didn't rock with the school that he was at, and she wanted him better. But ultimately, he just dropped out and got his GED. Like, as soon as he dropped out, he went and took his GED and got it. He he was not going to sit, like, he was not going to sit in class and try, but he was very smart. Yeah, but I think you should have stayed in school and actually pursued shit because you was actually smart as shit. But you just didn't want to listen to the teachers or the system. I get it. I get it. I get it. He left. And I knew, damn, a homie I had, literally, one of the homies that I had, if shit got sticky, if anybody was gonna beat my ass, this was one dude. He was a white, little short white boy with dyed red hair. He could be Kurt Cobain's son, blue all red. If anything went left, this white boy was gonna fuck some shit up with me. Fuck yes. But when he left, that's when I was like, damn. If I wasn't bitch made, I knew the general area of where he stayed. Now on the west, sorta kinda. Cause I probably walked by his where he used to stay now. But I really want. I'm trying to. I want to find his mom's shit. I want to see if he's straight. I want to see where he's at. I want to talk to him. But when he did, yeah. Then 10th grade year sucked. 10th grade year sucked. 10th grade year sucked ass. I called anxiety. I call anxiety depression going to 11th grade. That year was ass too. That year is ass. But everything by perspective. If I would have really looked up, I had a job. If I really would have locked in with myself when I was talking my shit, if I could go back and tell myself a job, like say them measly $100 checks that you get in every week or every 2 weeks or so or every week, stuff was cheaper then. You might need to save about a cool few checks. Yeah, I know you want to run it up, but what the fuck was I running them checks up on? Fucking food and hanging out with friends. Now I see that that's a pattern where I blow a bag. Now, nah, my stilo, how I was gonna rock it is save my fucking money. So when times got fucking hard, at least I can run away with something. But I see that when you getting money, digging your pockets, and then yeah. But I would have told myself, you got 4 years. At the time, you trying to be a rapper, you trying to be a producer. Or if I knew about stage handling, if I knew about certain things, hanging out with these group of people, because it's gonna take me here, I would have done it. Would back in time, I would have done it. I would have reran the course. Somebody come and say, you want to rerun the course again? Go back in time. They say you want to start. They say you want to start 6th grade. Shit. What I would have done 6th grade, I had. I would have asked for a camera. I would have asked for a camera. Then, what I would have done, I would have been on some YouTube shit. Walmart has some bad news. It's switching up. I don't give a fuck what they doing for Iran. I would have took. I would have probably got my camera taken away. But what I would have done, I would have filmed the day in the like literally. But niggas back in the day, don't put that in my face. I don't want to be on that shit. I would have got the ugly out the way, because by the time I would have got to high school, bro, motherfuckers was Snapchatting, filming. So guess what? I would have got over that curve of, man, going from middle to ninth grade, getting told don't put that shit on my face, getting the shit slapped, getting it taken away, getting, it would have discouraged me because be like, man, fuck this YouTube shit. I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting shit taken away. Where the fuck did I put those shits? Need to find those. Legitly. Then when I got, maybe, I ain't gonna lie, when I probably got to high school, I would have put myself on. Like, I would have put myself on. Like, I would have had a YouTube channel. I would have been the nigga I was hanging out with. I would have probably told him put me on, because bruh would have done pranks. There was people I was hanging out with at that time. Then I would have had a cameraman. Like, literally, my YouTube would have went the fuck up. But I feel like the people around me would have got famous too. Then it really boiled down to a lot of shit. Like, we would have been cool. Like, we would have had our whole school watching after we graduated, yeah. But how the fuck we gonna keep this momentum up? Man, the fuck them YouTube checks coming in. At that time, I would have said, cool, I'm cool off y'all. Ah, I would have said, all right, I'm gonna run this yicking up, bruh. Cause then guess what? I had a whole different group. I had a whole different group of people. Would have ran that shit up with them. Would have got them on. Then, bruh, I would have told myself, you are an IRL streamer. There's live stream. I would have really been on my live stream shit. You are IRL stream, but it wasn't as advanced. Like, you couldn't do it straight off the phone. But dead ass, I would have dead ass been IRL, like Snapchat IRL, Snapchat IRL. Like, I do. Would have done it for the snap, but now we gotta find different ways to make money. Been my whole point of this log was to really blow off some steam and really talk my thoughts out. So you feel me? What I'm about to do, damn. I wish I would have grabbed some blue cheese for these chips. Cause I want some blue cheese and chips. Now, yeah. But I'm about to bullshit. Smoke a little gas again. Figure some shit out, man. What I really want to do, shit. If I had a whip, whipping some bread. I go to the parking deck. If I had a whip, I'd be at the parking deck. I set up the live stream where have my tablet be a micro live stream. Then I have a dual so y'all can see the skyline. Then y'all can see the stream. It be some trill shit. Then once I do that, I get on social media. We just scroll, you feel me? React, talk about shit, see clips, laugh. Then we see a video, be like, we gotta go on YouTube, we gotta watch the full thing. Go to YouTube, watch the full, catch a ball, watch the full thing. Reacting to what? Post the highlights. Then after that, if I can finesse it right, get on Band Lab, spark another fat wood, make a song, make another one. My plan is to really be on some dying shit this season. What I just told you, that's what I'm gonna be doing. After every time I get off from one job, before I slide up in the office, the morning is fresh. You feel me? The day is fresh. Give me an hour to decompress. I pull up. Go ahead and hit the booth. Go ahead, take some medicals. Go ahead and go ahead and go ahead and get back to the discipline. Go ahead and get back to like shit. When I'm at this job, I need to have a finish, like a goal, like, all right, this paycheck, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. No cold feet. All right, this paycheck, cause that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to write this shit down. I'm about to really get restructured. My last couple of plans got thrown off by either people or just a curveball. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really scared this time around. When I'm alone, but when I lock back in, that's why I said I'm about to have active contingencies. Like I'm about to get my license. I'm about to get my license. I'm about to rent up a car. Shit, man, Walmart. Sometimes getting off from work, I'm about to go hit Trouble. I need a quick $100. I need, you feel me? I need 100 to go when I slide back. You feel me? In the city, I need just something to throw on my account. Then I need another 100. Cause the thing is, shit, I'm really investing in myself. I'm doing as rappers. I'm doing, man, mogul shit. Get my ass cap, be in my straight. Get money from that. Get money from my distribution, from my music. Motherfucking mogul shit. So do I gotta download the app to like contact you?